Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 5 and the topic that we choose for our work-based project is RTS Link Johor Bahru, Singapore. This is my group member and I am Engku Nuraina Nadirah binti Engku Kamal and my matrix number is AA4222.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is Muhammad Khairi Luqman bin Alias and my matric number is AA23026. Okay, today I will explain about the introduction and background of the RTS Link Singapore Johor Bahru. Okay, the first one is project overview. The RTS Link is a transformative cross-border rail project jointly developed by the government of Malaysia and Singapore. Okay, next. The objective of this RTS is, the main objective is to reduce the reserve and persistent traffic congestion at the causeway, one of the world's largest border crossing. Okay, the system and the scope is, it is a dedicated light rail transit LRT shuttle service. Next is it span approximately 4 kilometers. And then it connects Bukit Changa Station Johor Bahru, Malaysia with Wonderland North Station Singapore. Okay, next the capacity and the speed. Okay, it will have a high capacity of up to 10,000 people per hours in each direction. Okay, next the trip is between two countries is expected to take fast, smooth and realizable 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, last but not least, the timeline and the replacement. Okay, the service is expected to be operate in late 2026 or early 2027, and it will replace the aging Kereta Api Tanah Melayu KTM shuttle terberau service within 6 months of the commencement.
I will present about analysis of issues. For the RTS Link project, there are several major issues that must be addressed due to its scale and location. Firstly, the RTS is a large-scale cross-border rail project, which means that planning and coordination between Malaysia and Singapore need to be extremely precise. Next, the project is located in a highly congested urban corridor in Johor Bahru. This area already experiences heavy traffic, so any construction activity immediately causes disruption on the road network. The project also involves construction over environmentally and marine sensitive areas such as waterways. This requires strict environmental protection measures to prevent ecological damage. Another major issue is rising material costs. Due to global economic conditions, the price of steel, concrete and imported systems has increased significantly, affecting the overall project budget. In addition, the project requires extensive land acquisition and utility relocation, which directly impacts surrounding communities and increase the complexity of construction. The long-term construction period also affects the public through noise, dust, accessibility issues, and disruptions to daily activities. Because of this challenge, there is a strong need for responsible engineering practice, include proper planning, safety measures, and sustainable construction approach to ensure the project is delivered successfully. The problem statement 1 focused on traffic congestion and urban disruption, which have become major concerns during the RTS Link construction. Firstly, under traffic congestion, key roads such as Jalan Tun Abdul Razak, Bukit Changa and JB Central are heavily congested due to lane narrowing and temporary closures. Since these routes were already busy before construction, the situation has worsened, especially during peak hours. Cross-border commuters now face longer delays and higher fuel costs. Next is urban disruption. Utility relocation works require repeated excavation and diversions, while walkways near the construction zone are blocked. This creates unsafe temporary pedestrian routes. Access to shops, office, and public transport stations is reduced, affecting both business and commuters. Poor lighting and the movement of heavy machinery also increase accident risk. The causes of these problems include lane closure for foundation and structural works, relocation of water, electrical and communication utilities, high traffic volume within a dense commercial zone, and limited alternative routes in the city centre. Finally, the effects of these disruptions include increased travel time and transportation costs, loss of business revenue due to poor accessibility, higher risk of accidents and pedestrian safety issues, and growing public dissatisfaction and reduced support for the project.
Next, I will explain about problem statement 3. Problem statement 3 focus on the three main challenges, which is cost increase, project delay, and bilateral coordination issues. These challenges arise because of the RTS link is the mega project involving about two different countries, Malaysia, Singapore, which make planning and decision making more complicated than a normal domestic project. First, cost increase. One of the biggest issues is the rise in the project cost. According to the Auditor General report, the project increased from 4.03 billion in 2018 to 5.24 billion in 2023. This was mainly caused by the global price hike in construction materials such as steel and concrete. The redesign of the Bukit Chagar station and the CIQ complex also distribute to cost adjustment because a new drawing and engineering assessment need to be done. Every delay also add cost in term manpower, administration and monetary rental. Next, for project delay. The RTS link faced several delays, especially due to political change between 2018 until 2022. Each time the government changed, the project had to be reviewed again. COVID-19 also slow down physical construction work. Besides that, major design change require new approval and this extend the timeline. This delay affect not the only project team but also the public who depend on the RTS for faster cross-border travel. Next, bilateral coordination challenge. Because of this cross-border coordination project, Malaysia-Singapore must agree on technical and operational matters. These include engineering standard, safety requirement, train system, and even immigration procedure. When two countries need to approve the same design, the process becomes more complicated and take longer. This is one of the main reasons why the RTS link require a strong coordination and constant communication between the two governments. So from all these issues have the real consequences. Cost increase meant a larger financial burden on the government and taxpayers. Delay can reduce public confidence in the project and slow down economic benefit for both countries. If coordination is not handled properly, it can even affect Malaysia-Singapore relationship. This is why good government, transparency and effective collaboration are extremely important to ensure the RTS link is complete smoothly.
Okay, next is the problem statement 3, the environmental impact analysis. There are three of point in environmental impact analysis. The first one is a long-term positive impact. The RTS link is a net positive for the environment in the long run. Okay, it is an electric rail system with a capacity of 10,000 passengers per hour per direction. Next, it achieves a sustainable reduction in greenhouse gas emission and improve urban air quality by replacing fossil fuel burning vehicle. Next, it help meet national greenhouse gas intensity reduction target by decarbonizing the high volume commuter road. The second point is temporary construction challenge. The construction phase present unavoidable temporary ecological harm. The marine impact. Piling and pier construction in the site of Johor Bahru risk increased water turbidity and sedimentation. This can negatively impact the sensitive habitats like seagrass, seagrass bed and local fishing ground. Okay, next is terrestrial impact. Construction in urban area generates noise, dust and vibration, temporarily degrading the quality of life for nearby resident. Okay, the last point is the mitigation measure or counteracting harm. Okay, for this point, the infrastructure companies adhere to strict environmental impact assessment (EIA) protocols. Next, specialized technique like the use of spill curtain and developed to contain sediment dispersion during marine works. Okay, last but not least, the goal is to ensure that temporary ecological damage is as low as reasonable practicable (LARP). That's all from me.
Next, I will explain about working ethic. Working ethics are essential to ensure that the RTS Link project is carried out in a responsibility, safe and transparent manner. Because this project involves two countries, Malaysia, Singapore, ethics standards must be aligned to project workers, the public and the environment. Strong working ethic help to prevent accident, reduce negative impact and mainly public trust in large infrastructure project. First, for safety ethics. Safety is the highest property in all phases of the RTS link construction, especially in the high-risk areas such as marine work and avalanche structure. Contractor must be ensure all workers use personal prospective equipment (PPE), follow standard protocols and attend regular safety briefing. The construction zone at Bukit Chagar is located in the highest populated area. Therefore, proper barrier, clear signage, and adequate lighting must be installed to protect pedestrians and motorists. Next, environment ethics. The RTS link involves marine construction across the Johor Strait, making environment protection a major ethical responsibility. Ethic practice require controlling water turbidity, underwater noise, and sediment disturbance to protect marine habitat and water quality. Contractor must strictly comply with the Environment Impact Assessment (EIA) guideline to prevent pollution, coral damage, or harm to marine life. Next, for professional responsibility, engineer and contractor must follow profession code of practice, ensuring that every structure meets safety, durability, and quality standard. Decision made must prioritize public safety and long-term sustainability instead of rushing to meet deadline or cutting costs. Professional ethics require honest reporting of risk, defect, or potential failure rather than hiding issues to avoid delay and embarrassment. Engineers must be base decision on scientific evidence and engineer principle free from political influence or personal gain. Next, transparency and integrity. Transparent is the more important because the RTS link is funded by public money and the public has the right to know how funds are used. Active behavior requires communicating openly about the project cost, delay, progress, challenge, and rather than hiding information. Integrity includes ensuring fair tender progresses, preventing cooperation and bravery, and follow a strict financial management process. Next, social responsibility. Construction at Bukit Chagar and the surrounding areas directly affect resident commuters and small businesses. Ethic responsibility requires minimize noise, dust, vibration, and traffic disruption that inconvenience the community. The project team must be clear, provide information about road closure, construction schedule, and safety measures to reduce public frustration. Social responsibility include provide safety pedestrian access, listening to community concern, and responding quickly to complaints. Last but not least, cross-border ethics standard. Since this is a Malaysia-Singapore project, both countries must follow consistent ethics standard in engineering, safety and environment protection. Collaboration must be based on the mutual respect, consistent communication and shared commitment to high-quality work. Active cooperation prevent misunderstanding, reduce delay and ensure nation benefit fairly from the project.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Sana binti Samsudin and my metric number is BAA4222. I will present the public responsibility involved in the RTS Link project along with my recommendation for improving safety, sustainability and community engagement. The first public responsibility is traffic and pedestrian safety management. The RTS link manage heavy traffic at the busy border crossings using synchronized traffic light and dynamic lane control. Real-time monitoring with sensor and camera help quickly respond to congestion or incidents. Safe pedestrian walkway and crossing with good lighting are maintained and heavy vehicle operate during off-peak hour to reduce congestion. Shuttle service support last mile travel, encouraging less use of private cars. The next public responsibility is environmental stewardship and sustainable practice. The project strictly follow environmental impact rule to minimize emission, noise and waste. It use eco-friendly materials and energy-saving technology to reduce its carbon footprints. Promoting public transit help lower pollution in the region. Continuous environmental monitoring ensure the project stay within safe impact limit. Another important responsibility is community engagement and social responsiveness. Residents and businesses are kept informed regularly through public meetings, website and social media. Clear signage and timely update on construction help reduce inconvenience. The project support local businesses by improving accessibility and ensure vulnerable groups are included in planning and service. Last but not least, ethical commitment to safety and well-being. Worker safety is prioritized with strong training, personal protective equipment and controlled site access. Pedestrian paths are well lit and safe. The project continuously audit and improve safety measures. Advanced driverless trains are equipped with the latest safety features to protect passengers. Next, I would like to present my recommendation to further improve the RTS Link project. First, enhance smart traffic management system is to implement an AI-powered predictive analytics system that uses real-time traffic data feed and adaptive signal timing. This system will be fully integrated with control center in both Malaysia and Singapore to ensure smooth, coordinated traffic management across the border. Additionally, smart parking solutions and mobile community apps will be developed to enhance convenience and reduce congestion. Second recommendation is comprehensive community engagement and environmental monitoring platform. It's planned to establish digital two-way communication channel, including a mobile app and interactive website. It's to keep the public informed and involved. This platform will provide real-time construction update and environmental monitoring data to encouraging community participation in environmental stewardship for transparency and shared responsibility.
The Johor Bahru Singapore RTS Link is a crucial cross-border project that offers major benefits while facing several challenges. Issues such as traffic congestion, rising costs, administrative delays, and environmental risks must be carefully managed to avoid long-term negative impacts. Despite these challenges, the RTS link remains an essential solution to easing costs with congestions, improving mobility, and supporting economic growth. The project's success depends strongly on ethical and professional practices, including safety management, transparency, environmental protection, and clear public communication. With strong cooperation between Malaysia and Singapore, the RTS link is expected to deliver long-lasting improvements to regional transportation while promoting sustainability and responsible engineering.